What happens when you make a random mark on a piece of paper and you draw something from it? That's what we're going to do in this video. This is the mark we're making, the ink blot we're making, and I'm going to try to find the art in it. Now, while I let the ink settle and move around in fun ways, my name is Kim Holm, also called Den Ångehärd Holm, and I got my TikTok fame once upon a time by doing these daily ink monsters, where I would draw a monster from an ink blot and often tell stories and do fun stuff around them in the TikTok short format. And I've published a lot of those on my YouTube as well, and I eventually stopped doing the ink monsters because, well, I sort of got stuck in a rut. But I do like the challenge of drawing something random, and I wanted to pick it up again. And after a few failed attempts, I want to do this, which is the random ink drawing that I can do maybe 3 times a week and publish as long forms on YouTube and perhaps use for something else. So, what am I seeing here? Well, there's a lot of exciting stuff happening, and I like this sort of this stuff that's happening up here. It's almost like it's a wolf or a hound or something. And one of the reasons why I stopped doing the daily ink monsters was that I sort of got stuck in the challenge. It was challenging to create the monsters always. Making any random drawing and making it good enough is challenging. But I was most of the time challenging myself on the technical side of the drawing, where I could make some very easy, silly, loose drawings, or I could make some more technically difficult drawings. But I wasn't really creating something that was artistically challenging. Now, with these, by just saying that it's a random ink drawing, instead of monster specifically, maybe I can still keep the silliness, I can still keep the monsters, but I can allow myself to push towards more artistically challenging things. Maybe. You don't know until you try, do you? So I'm seeing a dog. And maybe another dog. But I want the composition to work as a whole. Which is, of course, the challenge. And to not make it too loose and not make it too concrete. It's always the challenge. Trying to find a place to add another dog here. Ooh, suddenly I saw it. And the idea is just to follow these things that I see and try to make it into something that's tells a little bit of a story, that hints at a story. Without being, again, too concrete. To allow these to be, sometimes maybe they can be concrete images that I can reference myth. Then I can even do research before drawing the random blot and decide what I'm going to do. And like I did with some of the ink monsters, always. Because that's an added layer of the challenge, to draw something familiar from the randomness. Now I'm thinking that I could I could actually darken everything down here. And just have these dogs that come up from the darkness. I think I'm going to do that. No. Let's first just get some wetness here. And what I want to do now is, I'm not looking for making everything perfect. I'm not looking for making everything consistent. I'm only looking for making it a good image. And a good image is about a good balance and a good composition and things that throw your eyes in this and that direction, and points of interest and tension, spectacle, intrigue, tiny bit of mystery. And we're going to try to find that here. I'm going to create these textures. What are these dogs barking at? What are they doing? We have some dogs. No, we don't have. Our neighbors have some dogs. So we have our neighbors' dogs in the next, in the garden next door. So often while we're in our garden, the neighbor dogs start barking. But they're not dogs like these. They are poodles, and they're quite lovely, just a bit annoying. A little darkness in the mouth here. Yeah, I'm seeing that if I'm going to do this, I will probably need to use even thicker paper, because finding the random image cost the paper a lot of. It made the paper wobble quite a bit. Okay. We've been drawing for only 13 minutes, so this one has gone very quickly. I hope that I can do these and they can be everything from like 5 minutes to an hour. But I don't want to get stuck noodling. Yeah. I think these are as good as it gets. So we will, even though it's a little bit early, we will take off the tape. Almost spill all the ink. And then we will write the pencil. Hundarna, the hounds. And then we will number them. Random ink drawing 001. Sign it. Okay. I think that was fun. Hopefully, I'm very proud of how this thing came out. So hopefully this can grow into a series, and I can do maybe like 3 of these random ink drawings a week and publish them. And it will create a body of work, of sketches, that might be useful for people. Now, 2 things before I go. So please don't turn off the YouTube video yet. Number 1 is that I release all my art for free use. So this one will be scanned and will be up for free use at some point. That means I release it under a Creative Commons attribution license. You can download it, you can copy it, you can change it, you can even use it commercially, as long as you attribute me as properly, drawn by Kim Diasholm. And the second thing is that I am working on a course called Mastering Ink with Negative Space. I'm putting my heart and soul into that course. I think it will be different from a lot of the things that you already have out there on the internet, and hopefully it will be useful. And there is a waiting list. If you join the waiting list, you will get some percentages off, and you will get the news about when it launches and all of that. So yeah, if you want to learn a little bit about how I'm doing this stuff and what I'm thinking, then yeah, please join the waiting list. See you in a few days.